Guess who's back? Back again. Again. Back. Hello, what's your usual streamer, and today we're back with Danganronpa, and we just got onto the edge, the start, like just the beginning of the class trial. So we literally just heard the announcement. So we're gonna let Monokuma do his thing. Get to rest my voice for once.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for.
Evidence
the class trial. You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
See you soon. It's about to begin. Oh, it takes me here. The red door is right through here. Nice. I don't even have to, like, you know, do any of the legwork. I just get teleported. It's fun being teleported where you need to be, because then there's no debate about what you're gonna do. So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone? Who are we missing? Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is? You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding. Just kidding. How can I forget that little nutjob? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Just like he said a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. Jeez Louise. I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you drag a girl around. Terrible, that's terrible. So now everyone's here, right? Lucky he didn't kill you for that. Okay then, hustle on the elevator, let's get this show on the road! I'll see you guys down there. What do you mean Toko's an important part of this trial? So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Except Monokuma. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. It's our job to find out who did it. Who done it? And the murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. There's something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think a mere shock is enough to explain it. You ready? We're doing this?
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual.
Shall we go?
Who do I suspect right now? Well, it'd be understandable to suspect Toko, but that wouldn't make much sense. Alright then, let's go. No, I have to click here. I keep on forgetting about that. I want to talk to Byakuya about that. Yes. Give a small moment of quiet. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. Who could it be? The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As it went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally... Could it be one of the sauna boys? Came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated? Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good girl, let's go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well?
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Chills! Kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And now, I don't have to do any speaking. Deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. Deadly riddle. Deadly defense. Deadly faith. Deadly class trial. Save here. Open. Let's see. What are our skills right now? Increases the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial. Wait, increases what part? Oh, time limit. Okay. Do we have any more that we unlocked? Increases bullet capacity. Increases damage to opponent when it's destroyed. Bullet time. Oh, okay. Open new handbook. Truth bullets. So we know that they swapped around the things, and that someone took handbook. That Discord. So, oh, I was thinking it could be Byakuya because, you know, he knows everything about it to execute it. That also seems too obvious for this
basic
game.
explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off,
Yeah, what you
let's
gonna say?
talk about the murder weapon.
So you're actually orchestrating this one. Alright, well, first we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. The final blow. I know what delivered the fatal blow. This is easy. Locker room dumbbell. Okay, just gotta remind myself of this. So, holding down RB slows down time. That fasts forwards. That fires. What's LB? There we go. You know what it was, so...
It appears it was a head wound.
That is correct.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument.
But I didn't see any blunt instrument in the scene.
Blunt instrument to the brain.
Huh? Alright then.
Chihiro's fatal, and it appears that... According to the Monokuma file, the killer... What kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Well, we know what it is.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Yeah, why is it going so fast, bro? There we go.
No,
It's wrong! You are wrong! Right. Right.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
Yeah, duh. What else was going to be?
It
The
was
locker
covered
room.
in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind
Is someone
of
gonna, like, argue against me? That... No, that's
And the
not
wound on the
true.
victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
You examine that?
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Well, I guess the two people who lead the case are pretty sure.
Look at her head wound.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's so creepy.
Didn't know you went that in depth.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Wow, that's quick, isn't it?
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
I don't think it's the same person you think it
For
is.
real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
He hyped that one up so much. Did he really kill Chihiro? No, of course not. A new element has been added to none. I want to hear about it, yeah. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions, but truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines. So think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. Oh, that's A, okay. However, if you shoot an actual mark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time level will decrease. So take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck, have fun! Well, I set lightning and logic difficulty to like the hardest it could be. So, here we go. So, he's gonna want to use... I'm probably gonna need...
The culprit is Genocide Jack, I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Oh, I nearly missed that, nearly missed that. Look at that double coordination, get the silencer and then hit it with the actual statement, you know? My mind was racing.
One reason he could be involved.
What?
Hello there,
I
the
found this
Spooky
file
Girl plays.
while I
Welcome
was
to the
looking around the
Danganronpa
archive
stream.
in the library.
Courtesy of Byakuya.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
Is Byakuya okay with this being used?
What?
That's
Whoa.
kind of why of it is probably
Mundo.
more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
But it is quite useful
More
and
importantly,
truthful.
it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Because Byakuya knows every
According
single
to the file, there appear to be
Genocide
two
Jack
defining
case.
characteristics in every Genocide Jack case.
This is why it wouldn't be that hard to
First is
suspect
that a
it.
bloody message is found written at the scene of
Bloody
every
message
murder.
written in bloodlust. Come on now.
Oh, that's right.
Whoa.
No. It's actually
Hifumi.
But more important is the
Other
other
characteristic.
and it's something that has never been made public.
Which means
Never
you
made
knew about
public?
it.
What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Why don't you tell them? Why am I doing it for you? How the victim was positioned. Yeah.
I got it!
Oh, give me some health back.
In
Yeah.
every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Oh, Makoto, you
Other
know
than the
it. You know
killer,
it.
the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
So it could have been you.
So,
Byakuya
Culprit know
time.
about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it.
Maybe they were a high police official.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
No, there's more. What if there's a police officer
Because the
amongst?
culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
So now you want to try and figure out who is the
fucking
real.
way.
Whoa,
You're
Mondo.
saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Exactly.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Oh, he's not holding it. He's not holding back at
Jack's true
all.
identity is Toko Fukawa.
He's going for it. Bro, where's the evidence? I need evidence.
Okay.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is
That's
Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
And now he's gonna bring up the
Another
split
riddle.
personality.
Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just about see it. Genocide Jack is Toko, but isn't Toko. What does it mean? Okay, so what's this? Is this another? Oh, it's this thing. Oh, I kind of forgot how to do this. Options, please. What? Wait, what? Okay, I keep on forgetting how this works. So that concentrates. Hold that to speed up. Y to shoot. If you you'll have to shoot some letters more than once to destroy them. So I just have to. Oh, I know what it is. Split. It's split. Can I have P, please? Where is it? Wait, what? SHI? What? Huh? I was skipping through, but I might have just like screwed myself over that. You have to find the word. I remembered that, but what is it then? I'm using this as an illegal hack. You're not meant to be able to do this, but okay. Split personality. I might just go for H. Oh, I know the answer. Don't tell me. I'm just gonna. Wait, what? Why are there so many Z's? Oh, what? Huh?
Now I understand.
What?
Is it because Genocide Jack...
Are you allowed to say that?
has
That's
split
got like
personality?
almost zero. What if you didn't know that word? That's got like almost zero correlation to this at all. I would have never guessed that. I was just shooting random letters. I thought it was going to be something like split.
They thought that the suspect might have... What did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Makoto could read the big words. Damn.
But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The only thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Oh, her behavior changed. that's not a hard one.
About how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
It was a really hard hit. Come on, guys.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She acted shocked. I'm fine. Hey, you... She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top and an I know, that's words, I miss you. That's not her voice. Anyway, I'll skip that. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. I completely forgot Toko's voice.
That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Toko, you're gonna have it.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Told you.
Not
Toko
to
not
mention,
gonna have
once
it.
she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
Because actually a year passed in
In
her
other
sleep.
words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
And obviously, Cal. I wonder what that other one is.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Not exactly. She was scared of letting out Genocide Jack. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
But to stop Genocide Jack from getting out.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko
You
was
heard that.
afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
How can you know all this?
Toko
I
told
do
me.
believe you misunderstood her. What
What?
she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this?
It's how
No. What she wants to know is,
How
could you tell them?
so Toko told
Last night,
Byakuya.
just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
Oh, I want to hear bedtime
She
story.
said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any
I
time.
wonder what she told you.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
She's
This
about
is
to
all a lie.
have a go at Byakuya,
Right,
honestly.
Toko? You said you wouldn't tell anyone. What? You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Honestly,
This
Byakuya.
is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Even having to go at your job, I wouldn't have it.
You broke your promise first.
I
You
wouldn't have
said
it.
that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
I don't think
But in
Genocide Jack
spite
killed
of that
anyone.
promise,
Because wouldn't it just be... I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
He never said
That's
that.
the only reason I promised.
He definitely never said that.
how many times do I have to tell you? I
Never said that. He never
You
did.
weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist
I don't
that
see
rush
why you would
got from
go
killing.
out
Could
with
you?
such an obvious
I
way. It's
tried.
too obvious.
I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were
Useless.
useless. What a disappointment.
So much.
I hate you.
Do you really?
The opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
I hope this just shuts down your whole
Person.
argument.
You don't mean.
Well, she's just gonna appear out of nowhere. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. What? On command? He just thud. That could have cost the Culprit. But in the next second. Jeez Louise.
Hello there. Is it me you were hoping to
And it's
see?
like, Jill.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Why?
What the fuck is
Whoa.
What happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality.
Textbook, so you writ this one down as well.
Serial killer. You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Jeez Louise, what a laugh.
Tense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
The eyes as
One
well.
is so different from the one we've come to know.
This one.
Yes, well,
I
the
wouldn't have
world
it.
is composed
I wouldn't
of
have it.
front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
You just don't have to tell the truth
Behind
then.
every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
What is all with this poetry? This is the murder suite genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
No. What?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation.
Why is he asking it like he's an interviewer? We think you're behind this. Well, how do you feel about that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds.
Something tells me that's not true. Okay.
Then it's
That sounds like a
not true?
Monokuma thing to say, though.
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
That's something.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless.
You've already said that before.
I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Such a
It's a
poetic way
necessary
about going
evil
about it.
if you
Why?
want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Just kidding again.
The poetry here.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for
Who?
Chihiro's death.
Who?
There's clearly a motive,
Who?
so there should be no doubt.
Asked.
A motive?
Remember
What's the
what
motive?
Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24
Hold on a
hours,
second, isn't
an
Chihiro
embarrassing memory or secret would
a
be
girl
revealed.
and all the victims were
Well,
boys?
let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a
See.
secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
One question, who's Chihiro?
As much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
That's exactly what the couple would say, but I
But
do
I
believe
cannot
you.
imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
The Monokuma
Maybe
music.
maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Gotta come up with the evidence.
I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What you said? I need to get more details about all this. So, what truth bullet will I have now? Status... Is it disappearing stain or status of dead
Sorry,
body?
but I didn't kill anyone.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
But do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more?
Oh, I
proof do you
missed. I missed. I
need?
missed.
You killed her.
I missed. Oh my days. Okay, so let's
But I didn't
see.
kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect
It's
any
gonna
of
be
us
this on that statement.
Oh, an alibi.
When you compare the modus operandi
How do I do it? How do I do it? Oh my days. I nearly missed it again. The concentration gauge does not last for long enough.
Are the
Maybe it's
methods of
bad.
murder really exactly the same?
There were no
Not so
snip
sure about
snips.
that. I think there's a slight difference between the
When's
Genocide
Bernardo?
Jack cases and this one.
A slight difference, you say?
How's it any different?
It didn't happen during the holidays.
Well then, human garbage, let me
Wow.
tell you.
Okay, what are you then? Not human garbage?
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very
This is used
particular
in
way of
murder.
doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
Are they? I wouldn't know.
But what
Probably because
happened
maybe
to
their
Chihiro?
each medicine seems to be the same and
It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, I'm not Italian, I don't go to restaurants,
No
I
creation
don't
of
know.
mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
Thank you, Makoto.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this
With
one.
the scissors and the sex. There's one clear difference. The victims, fatal injury. What?
For
Wait,
one,
what?
the cause of death is different.
What's the cause of death normally? Stab wound?
In the Genocide Jack murders, all all the victims were killed the same way.
I hadn't even clocked that. I just thought there's no
According
scissors
to
here.
the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Custom made and
But
tailored.
Hero died from a blow to the head, right?
So it must have been someone strong.
Yes.
Sakura, Mondo.
Different from the other murders. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
To evade escaping,
And there's
being
more.
caught even.
One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini,
Is that
then
that
the
thing you say
arrangement
it?
of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Why are you
Please
getting...
stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Yes, Hero's been put off his food now.
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Well, it was a cord and not scissors.
I got it!
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well,
Celeste's
in all
not
the
intrigued.
previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Do I have to choose this as well? Oh no, I'm just gonna do it for him.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what?
Oh.
I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
Is this the place you want to admit all of this?
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Or is there a third?
Are you referring to me?
Big
Listen
Mac!
up, Big Mac. There's actually
Oh my
two
days.
differences.
Big Makoto Naegi. I would I have it?
You really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
Yeah, I
There's
told
a
you.
pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Yes, can you
Figured
say that
out,
again?
and it'll be plain as day
Pattern?
that I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pen during the Genocide Jack victim and it sure didn't fit it. I think I figured out. Because...
I got it!
Boom!
Is it because
We got it correct.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were human, of course. What else? Ken Harada. Tetsuo Honda. Shoji Gaku. Keno Isai. Takeshi Yoshida. Kamatsu Taro. Takefu Migono. Uchida Naoi. Takeshi Masuma. Yoto Yumehira.
They were all guys?
That's right. The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men.
One of them was 32. I don't think that's little.
I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
Jeez.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Mondo's scared.
Just a full throttle boy-on-boy fan, but now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-blood fan madam.
So since
What?
Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you would...
Kiyotaka really went to all that way to say
Would
it.
an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
That's actually a good analogy. I like that one. That's the only sensical thing I've
Too
understood.
much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of a one and only.
Well, wouldn't you just do it to
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your
Like,
philosophy,
escape
but that's
being
not all
suspected?
there is to it. It's
What's
a
the happy
different
to say
matter
now?
entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
He's gonna go on that line then, isn't he?
Quiet, lolly curve!
Oh, I wouldn't have it.
Curve?
I would not have it.
Never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
I'm a
And
professional.
If by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement?
Thank
It'd make
you.
me the obvious suspect.
But then again, you could just do it to have tricked.
amount of sense.
Like, this could just be a big trick.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Do you have them now?
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
You probably couldn't lift a heavy dumbbell, to be honest.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
No scissors in the school is like no sauce on pasta.
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Custom made and tailored.
You're still aren't any in the school.
There's not?
Are you sure about that?
It's a school. Of course it has scissors. Oh! So you do have the scissors.
She's fully equipped. That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to
What update is this?
when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
That is true.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can, you gutter dogs, all of you.
You're not helping yourself. This could just be a trick.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. The rope's totally out of the question anyway.
You could have just gone for it and hoped it worked. Kiyotake's not happy that you can't tie a knot.
What's going on anymore? Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Not innocent, just innocent of this case.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
So that's Byakuya then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
But who told you that information? Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack case. Thank you. Byakuya Tagami, get over here. Oh, I've gone the long way around again. Actually, it's kind of... No, he's close to this side. I'm going to go left next time. But
Here's my answer.
he knows he's in the mud now.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining
Exactly.
access to classified government documents.
His
or
status
internal
is putting in the
police
mud. Oh no.
Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file
Oh
before this all
no, he's
happened.
in the mud. It's a bit too soon for the case to be ending already though. He's not even saying
Are
anything.
you saying Mr. Togami did it?
We're 34 minutes in, there's no way it's happened
The
already.
theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was
To avoid suspicion himself.
because he wanted to pin the crime on her. So,
Hold on a second. But he didn't know.
Like you put my stamp on it.
Actually, the murder was committed after the secrets were revealed, so he had the information he could have made.
This man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire.
But Byakuya wouldn't leave out such key details.
What's
He
your
wouldn't.
response?
He just wouldn't. He would
I see.
execute it.
So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yeah, you gotta
And I
do
must
some work.
ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely
What do you mean,
must have an
sus?
Looking back and thinking about it now,
I can't think
the
of
way you
one.
were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Wait, oh. Locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, would you agree? Oh, suspicious? Seems no research the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. Yeah, why would you start with the
You
girls?
wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
That should have been the last place.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to
Yeah,
say?
because that's what a normal person would do, Byakuya.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
You didn't know
Nothing
that.
strange about that, I
You
say.
didn't know that.
on the
Huh?
contrary, there's something very strange.
Byakuya would make such a rookie mistake.
What's so strange about it?
You didn't know it was Chihiro.
Share with the rest of the class.
Bro. Yes, I would like to hear, but I am so confused right now. A truth flashback? If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear. However, you can use this flashback feature many times. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be reviewing anything. Wow, well then, good luck and have fun. Thank you, narrator. You're always there to make the day. How do they define the difference between press and a hold? Wow, one truth bullet, right, okay. Yeah, that's not really much
So,
help,
you
is
said
it?
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
This
You're
sounds
presented
bloody.
with the opportunity to check out the
No,
girls'
Hifumi,
locker
you
room.
wouldn't. That would be last. You go check yours first.
Natural reaction for any guy.
No, it isn't.
The
Shut up.
victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions.
Is it at that one then?
What's so strange about that?
You said it before we found the body. Oh, I messed it up. I missed it. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being in Pearl, I realised there's a clear contradiction there. What's the contradiction?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found his body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check that, that's a natural.
The victim was
Well, there's only other thing.
No, it's wrong.
What? Oh, yeah, you would fire at that to prove what I was saying. You've said who the victim was before you found the
what's
body.
so strange about that, because up until we actually discovered the
Thank
body,
you.
we
That's such a
couldn't know who
huge,
the
glaring
victim was.
contradiction.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see.
He'd do that on
That's a good
purpose,
answer,
surely.
I must admit, interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Why would you leave such a glaring
What's
contradiction
wrong?
wide open?
Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead.
That's a pretty
Show us.
blaring contradiction. What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Can't it be? It's like it has nothing
What's
to do
the
with
matter?
it.
You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about
Well,
it.
I'm thinking. I just said I
We
think.
just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
And there's only
Proof
one
you're
person who
looking
knew.
for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya was responsible is in there. What could it be? Is it another non-stop debate? Make your argument. I definitely will. It's the library desk lamp. What? No, it isn't. It's not any of these.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to
Oh my
explain
days,
it
there's
again?
a lot.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But
Oh no!
Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
I wanted to grab one of those.
It absolutely was!
Then there
Is it really,
must
bro?
be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away
I've
somewhere.
never seen that rope. Of course you've seen that rope. Or was it?
What? The difference between the cases?
Will this actually work? Or am I just using it too
When
often?
I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
Yeah, there's nothing
I
wrong
use
with
those
that.
same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended because some kind of...
That's right. Then there must be something.
Okay, so I don't think it's actually that at all.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Thank you! Yes! It was something that they were just tricking me. They were trying to get me to use the grab and throw,
I'm
but
pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say,
that plug.
that extension cord?
Plug walk. Plug. I'm just gonna go and kill
You
with a
used the
plug
extension cord
cord.
in the library more than once,
Yo.
haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time
It's gone.
went missing after the
So that means
murder.
only the people who knew it was there could have used it, which then limits it
There's
to
no way
Makoto,
someone who uses that
imagine,
extension cord as much as
Byakuya,
you do
and Toko.
wouldn't
And since we know it's
discover
not
that fact.
Toko, is it one of those two?
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension.
Actually, no, everyone had been
Can't
in that
imagine
room at
any
one
other
point.
possibility.
I don't know.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
It does seem like a Byakuya thing to do.
I intentionally
Yes,
made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
While missing out key details that you knew. That doesn't sit right. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. And as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even
What's
involved?
wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
You know you're talking to people who won't listen to you. What? I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
You kept calling this a game.
Not gonna try.
so he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Oh, would he?
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
The music's not holding on.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who
See,
did
that's the
it.
thing. You don't have to convince them with the facts and evidence. You just need to convince the crowd you're right.
But still, there's something that's still bothering me.
And Byakuya wouldn't leave out such key
And what,
details.
pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
He's even using my
I
already.
dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
You wouldn't leave out such key details. Byakuya remarks now. There's something there that concerns me. Is it this?
I got it!
What did he say? I wasn't
You
listening
say you
properly.
killed Chihiro and...
I was not fully listening. Specifically, I would kill her in the girls' locker room and disguise my crime.
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Due to everything
How
being swapped around.
disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Byakuya, you could have conveyed
She
that
was
with so
found
much
dead
more like.
in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Yeah,
How
it could have
the
been
scene
moved.
of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere
I wouldn't be
else,
saying that if it was
then
Sakura.
carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
So you think?
Rest of the murder scene?
Oh, you got Byakuya flustered now.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I was the culprit. I did
I
it.
believe I do.
Everything was moved. Hey Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? See? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya being so confident until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto.
He's
If there's
really-
any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
The last person who asked for that kind of evidence, with that kind of attitude, got killed by baseball, so I'd keep my tone a little bit low if I was you. Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. It's just focus on things that got switched.
I got it!
Boom, here you go.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the
Oh,
girls'
my
locker
days.
room was a picture of a big boot.
Whoa.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of...
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had
Let's just skip past that.
a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
And that apparently no
Again,
boys in Japan actually
That
like.
doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker room.
Do I get to present this
You
one as
know
well?
what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
I'm going to be telling all of you how I exercise. With protein coffee.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed
And
away.
Monokuma is going to be like, no, I did not clean that. No, I did not clean that. No, it's not the stain that was scrubbed away. It was moved. There we go. Oh, I keep on pressing the wrong button.
The
But hey, this
stain
is
on the
linking
girls'
together.
locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
What, do I have like a picture of it or something?
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
And if all of this was switched, why not just
Why would anyone
swap the
do
whole
that?
arrangement?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
Yeah. The actor's gonna be like, no, wait, that's not possible.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
Oh, because there was blood
By
on the
doing
thing.
this, the killer was
And there
able
was
to
blood on
change
the
the entire
carpet.
room where the murder
Because
took
they
place.
had to. They weren't gonna clean it up.
I can certainly
So it must
follow
be
the
someone who
reasoning,
tied you.
but why would the carpet bother doing that?
I think we'll get to that reason.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
To pin it on someone else.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room,
Well, how did they
then
get to
how
the
did
girls' locker?
Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
That
To
is a
get into the
huge...
locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Leon had died and there was his handbook.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
What was it then? Go on,
I
Yasuhiro.
highly doubt that.
I mean, true. But I still...
I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Go on, I want to hear. Yasuhiro Gakure. Is he right? Can Chihiro really went to the boys' locker room somehow? Go on, Yasuhiro. I'm rooting for you, boy. This is my case. Broken e-handbook, it's gotta be.
Is it
There's
really
one reason it's
possible?
broken. And that's it, because
Chihiro
Chihiro used
really
it.
have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow.
7 minutes for this.
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No, that one happened.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
No, that one.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't
That
think
sound
that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
So you saw it too?
What then?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
It was broken though, but I don't wanna... They don't even know that, Makoto. He's helping me.
No,
Maybe that's why it was
I don't
broken.
think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible.
Yeah, you're not helping yourself,
I am
Makoto.
struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Well, he knows when he's
Isn't there
wrong.
a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning...
Of course, this is where Byakuya comes out.
It says nothing about borrowing.
Are those not just the same things?
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Well, one, you need to know how it got broken.
So then, she must have hacked it, like I said. She used her ultimate
They're not
programmer
hackable.
skills and...
And how is you gonna hack it with that limited
Fix an e-handbook.
interface?
The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
Okay, and?
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Is there a way?
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems
That's what
like
I'm
there's no
thinking.
way she could have got into the boys' locker room.
You didn't help
So I
yourself with
guess
that
so.
contradiction.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Huh? Doesn't make sense. Is that it then? She was killed in the girls' locker room. Byakuya's the one who did it, really? Still, I don't know what else I can
Hold
do.
on a second.
What
I
have you
agree
got?
with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the... You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Oh, cut off by who? Kyoko.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
How? Go on. You're supporting my case, so I'm rooting for you, right?
What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Is that allowed?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
I'm brave.
All right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
This is a thing?
What is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be
Very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Could you not have brought the evidence on site? So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. Where she took us was... the locker room. What are we doing here?
The girls' locker room?
Oh, they're voicing still?
We've already searched this place top to
Nice,
bottom.
I don't have to do
What are you
anything.
trying to pull, Missy?
Missy!
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
I don't like where this is going.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Can someone that's not hearing me do it?
Wait!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm freaked out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
You're religious?
Very well. I'll do it.
Thank you, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
Owie. What is up with all of
Let
these
the boys do it.
stereotypes here?
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura, what is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it
Jill,
at all.
shut up.
Stop screwing around.
Poor word choice.
Here I go.
Here I
Sorry,
go.
Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Be sure to check her entire body. And I believe
Why don't you
will
do
solve
it? You've
this
clearly
particular
done this
mystery.
before.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
What? Sakura's eyes were staring widely at Chihiro's lifeless form. Massiframe trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
And I wonder how we figured that one out. Okay.
I see. So she was actually a...
Why are you smiling?
Interesting.
Your bunny rabbit teeth, honestly.
This fact.
Thank you. Be confused.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
I wouldn't joke about this.
It's really true?
What do you mean it's really true?
Hero was a guy?
A guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the
Well,
bat.
Yamanakuma, I wonder why you know that.
Hiro
Hmm?
Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? The world's really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh?
I wonder how Kyoko found this one out, hmm? You're really regretting the time you spent figuring that out.
Yes, that certainly does make things much
Oh
more
my
exciting.
days.
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
I feel so sorry for Sakura, but even worse for Kyoko. Actually, no, I feel like Kyoko chose to do that for some reason.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then,
See, now we get teleported
let's
everywhere.
resume the class trial.
Everyone is not really
We've all
smiling.
just learned of the shocking revelation that
Except
Chihiro
you.
was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
It's gonna change everything. To think about Chihiro was actually a guy. I thought it never even crossed my
And
mind.
because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys'
What
locker
pronouns
room.
should we really be using for Chihiro? Come on now.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his
Well,
gender as male,
Monokuma knew, so...
then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Alright,
So
Monokuma,
then,
you're starting to get
there should
unsettling.
be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was
And then that gives
later
us the
moved to
reason for
girls'
why
locker
it was
room,
moved as
and
well.
The killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So you knew about it too?
Hero really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body.
Well,
but
to make it
yes,
seem like...
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
You say
I
that
knew
now.
He felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
What are you saying, Byakuya? What are you saying, hmm?
So now everything has been connected.
Just didn't want to say anything,
All
because
the
that'd be rude.
mysteries have finally become clear.
Have
Okay,
they?
well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Well, Byakuya didn't know. And he also left out very key details in trying to
interesting. This has
point it
become
at
very interesting indeed.
Genocide Jill.
He's off in his own little world.
Of course you know what that
what
looks
about
like.
you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
But you're saying that he didn't do it.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Okay, so who are we suspecting now? You?
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And
It
you
surely
think
has
that might
something.
be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too...
Thank
how can I
you.
put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
He wouldn't leave such gaps.
That's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you.
And he would
And
not
then
fake
again, when you
rattling
found out
for his
Chihiro
life.
was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So we're looking for the
that's
people
your
who didn't have a
thinking,
reaction.
huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but...
You're the type of guy who would analyze a person's reaction and use that as a concrete reason, so shut up.
Fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time
For
being.
the time being, you're the one being accused, mate.
Mark it as correct.
He's a teacher.
He's right. I am not the culprit.
That's something
I
the
just
culprit would
happened
say.
to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with...
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Hopefully that didn't move my camera. That was funny. Oh my it didn't move my camera. Oh my days. Byakuya, family-friendly champ. Honestly, that was wonderful. Oh my days. A family-friendly champ Byakuya. I'm gonna make my face camera a tiny bit smaller. 1 second. Because it's covering his face that a bit. There we go, that'll do. Boom, we're cropped a bit. I'm not effing with you.
I find it very hard to believe.
Why would you go and do
Find
such
it
a
very
thing?
hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I
Why do you
don't
do that
know
to his
why.
body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much
So he
more
tampered with the
important.
scene, so how are we meant to get any actual
If it wasn't
evidence?
me, who was
He
it?
wants us to trust him.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
Hello, Psycho.
Seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I
He
thought
didn't do
it
it,
was
but he
clear.
did something very weird for absolutely no reason.
No,
It's just a weirdo.
I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every
Some
possibility.
people still doubt
Because
Byakuya.
if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Yeah, we got Celeste on our side.
Get
And we
in.
asked Hiro.
Do you not have a mind of your own? Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
So now we have
That's very
like
true.
0
Our
leads.
lives are all on the line.
Who can't it be?
Excellent.
It can't be
Then shall we
Sakura.
resume our game of hide and seek?
Kyoko wasn't fazed by the evidence, but can't have been Kyoko because Leon's handbook was broken. There's one thing we know about the killer is a guy.
I got it!
Wait, what? Is that true? Oh yeah, because they can't have used Leon's thing, so it has to be a boy. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you need a boy's handbook to get in. And since Leon's is broken, the killer would have to use their own. In other words, hands up for the guy. Still not enough, I need to find some more clues. Make your argument. Let's see. Is it going to be Celeste's account? I think it is. Or we'll steal.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
No, Celeste's account doesn't help us.
Did nobody get a look at the killer?
Well,
Sure, if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
well, we've all seen the
Perhaps
killer, we just
someone
don't
saw
know.
the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for
Well,
now.
I've got what you want.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
There you go. That's new info. Oh my days. I don't got much
Isn't
to
there a single clue?
ride on either.
Nobody can. I'm sure if someone saw the.
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all
It's not over. We've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels left.
The killer. And only the killer.
Thank you.
No, it's wrong.
Thank you, Yasuhiro. Bring it home. Bring it home, Yasuhiro.
I believe someone
Love
else
this guy.
did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Shut up, Celeste.
Just hurry up!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
And you're not going to explain why you're there.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
That hair makes take a lot of time to care for,
But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
which is strange. Did we see that in the other locker
likely
room?
that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
How did they
And
destroy
that
them?
is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Oh, I better get going. Kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
As if he was going to meet someone.
But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
That sounds plausible.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Purely because you thought you'd go
Probably
into
because he was
the
afraid to
room.
find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Yeah, nice, Yasuhiro. Go on.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
Well, since Chihiro hung out with the boys as well.
So that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Well, who's strong? Who's a boy who will go to the gym? Mondo or Taka?
What a marvelous friendship!
I don't think anyone else
The
is
point
the
is,
gym
whoever
people.
he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
Could have there been another person in the room?
I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Yeah, you know who Chihiro interacted with quite a lot.
You know who the killer is.
Well, yeah, you do too. But, you know,
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the trap jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
what do you mean?
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Who wouldn't want to exercise in their normal uniform? Taka, you've seen it.
You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Those two pieces of evidence that we don't have combined into one piece of evidence we
You want
do
to track
have.
down some fingerprints or something?
If knowing Kyoko, I wouldn't be
Even if we
surprised.
had the equipment, we wouldn't know how to use it.
That's probably not what we
As
need.
was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe,
Well, I'm gone with
but we
from.
can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
I don't know if Byakuya likes inferences.
Easy for you to say.
Well, you got Makoto on your side.
Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
It had a
Well,
name
if I
on it.
remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit
Well, we
and
don't know what it
Chihiro's
is, what
jacket?
color it is, but we have seen it.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket.
Kyoko, just tell us. Are you just like afraid of giving us evidence and being like a public speaker? Is that why you get Makoto to do your job for you? Honestly. Let's get it. In the overtime. Yeah. Okay, alright, I don't know
First of all, we know where
Use
Chihiro
that,
is heading.
we haven't used
He was
that.
on his
We
way
used
to go
that.
exercise.
So now we
So
need to go
next we
this.
have to ask,
Thank you, leading the
why did
argument.
he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
It's gonna be a
What do you
steal.
mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because
Yeah.
it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Huh?
So, what you're saying is...
What?
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
I didn't get the right one.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Or someone could just be
Any of
lying.
that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
Discipline stains, less account.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Did he? Did he actually just say that? No way. No, he said black, not blue. That's
Why
right.
did he choose
Then
the specific
stain.
tracksuit that he did?
So it's one of the people, one of the boys that spoke. It's not Byakuya.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
It could be Kiyotaka, it could be Mondo.
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
We don't know that! We don't know that! We don't know that! Why am I getting so gassed, man? We don't know that! Huh?
Hold on a second, Mondo.
What
What
did
did
you
you just
say?
say?
Huh? What'd I say?
He doesn't
When
even know.
Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
I would like to keep that to myself because I'm becoming like the Akiyotagami. I want you guys to figure it out yourself.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Bro has dug himself in a hole.
Did you tell anyone that?
Yeah, of
The
course.
only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
He's in the mud.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point.
Oh, Taka's trying to back up his boy.
No, that can't be it.
He never saw
Bag
it.
and clothes were
Trademark slip up.
Know what color the tracksuit was.
I thought he said black. So
It's if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the
I thought he said black, not blue.
Are you
Yeah, who are you talking about? Cherry? Come on
How
now.
about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
I was in the mud.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
Last night is when the murder took
He
place,
walked
bro.
past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
Stuffed the jacket into a bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of
Oh
making sure the
my
jacket was
days.
completely in the
Blown this case right open.
If you just ran
Oh
into it
my.
briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Into
Here,
the
you
mud.
dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
So how Kyoko knew what it
Focus
was?
on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with?
And that is true. How did you know that? How did Kyoko know
Now I
this?
understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it?
Kyoko was bluffing?
Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Ain't no way you could have figured that out.
You said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
I don't even know if he was one of my suspicions.
What made you
I'm
so
not sure. I think so.
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. Oh, I can't pick him.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Notice such a tiny detail?
That's something a detective would do.
You're positively frightful.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you?
He has nothing
Did
to
you
hide
really
behind. He can't.
Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone.
Oh wow, what a
You've been all over me.
good defense.
Judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn?
Yeah,
You are.
he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Kyotaka knew the
It's
truth.
true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems You're all out of leads.
Nah, leads.
My time has nearly come.
My time has nearly come.
Friend is telling me.
I like that voice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
You got too gassed. It's Hifumi.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly,
Calm?
it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
We'll take any leads that we can
Really
get.
insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
It's broken. It's mine. Oh! You would take it away so that
handbook was missing from the
they wouldn't be able to find out by opening
For a
it.
fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get
Yeah,
rid of any
right.
evidence after the murder.
Don't break that
odd.
easily.
I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
Then again, why would you take it off of Chihiro? Let's check if Mondo has his.
You're right.
What if it's Mondo's?
They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant.
He would sell
It would
one.
take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Yes. What was it?
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Did they get short-circuited?
I got it!
Hitting its weak point,
You
but where's
already
its
told
weak
us
point?
before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
The same person broke
then
both.
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma?
Well, if he
So,
tells us,
what
we're
is
just
it?
all gonna go and break it.
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
Put him in a spliff.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it,
You could make it a
that
new
would be
rule, but don't
very
do that.
not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbook?
That's true. You don't really have a
Oh
reason to.
well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
What, am I
Then
gonna make a
allow me
promise?
to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
So where are these
I
high...
knew it.
No, you didn't.
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook
Oh.
laying on the floor of the sauna.
Huh? You just said you found it in the... What? What? Huh? What?
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
I don't think that's good for
If the hot
saunas.
air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
I don't think I'd learn anything from Monokuma, but I guess I did.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
That's the only compliments
Anyway,
Monokuma's gonna get.
if you
Oh,
found the
Monaco,
victim's
put
handbook in the
stop that.
sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Well, maybe not purposely, but the only people we
meaning
know
the
have been in the
culprit somehow
sauna
knew its weakness.
have been the two people already in the
How'd
sauna.
they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
This...
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
Thank you. There's only two people who have
What
been
do you
in the
mean
sauna.
by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Oh, Makoto, you're a
They'd
witness.
realize
You're a
it was
witness.
broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
Really?
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
So it could only have been.
I won't say it's not
people.
possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
It's all on you, Makoto.
Did.
You know, 2 people
Seriously?
did.
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Might have brought their handbook into the sauna. Really? Could have been 2 people. What? Are we just going to ignore the fact that it could have been him? Are we just going to ignore that fact? There's only one really person that it could have been. What? Why are you acting like there's only one person it could have been? Kiyotaka went into the sauna. Oh no, I remember why now. Oh no, I do remember why. Because Mondo was the only one wearing his. Oh my.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
Oh my days.
What?
I completely forgot about that. But did Makoto actually see them go wearing that into the
Mondo
sauna?
had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. Remember?
But it could have only been him. Oh.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
Oh my.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
Let's just point out the
When it was
fact
all
for a
over,
second.
Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Let's just point out for a second. Monokuma doesn't have a school uniform. You can wear whatever you want. And everyone just wears whatever they want. That's the perk of this thing.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual
Again,
solid
last
proof.
time someone said that, they got blasted by baseballs. I need evidence. Where's the evidence? Stupid, 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 stupid. I don't want to believe. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. I don't know what he's on about, but I guess it's one of the truth bullets we have. Oh my days, there's 5. So what proves that Mondo? I was still reading.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken,
He won't have it on
then
him.
that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
I know what I need to shoot at that actually.
Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
What is the card reader? Ah! He couldn't use his own card to get into the thing. Ah, I see it. Mono wouldn't hurt a fly, but he would hurt a guy. I'll see you guys next time. He can't use if he has it on him.
If what he says is you broke your own.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves
Well, my goddamn handbook works just
I used the wrong thing. Oh my days!
See? Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
I pressed A instead of triangle, which is what I meant to press, because I got confused between the action button.
Let's test if what
Watch it
he
be
says
wrong
you
as
broke
well.
your own.
in other words, if then that proves that what
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Told you it was gonna happen. Whoa! Are there any statements I can steal?
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
What is Aoi's account? What? Sure seems to have consciously kept a distance. Okay, that's not necessarily useful. What's in the file? Victim, time of death, cause of death, okay.
in other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
You're playing on the hardest settings, I see. How do you know? I asked one of my viewers when I was starting, oh, what should I do settings? And they just said hard everything. So even though I've seen all of the other Danganronpas, but I'd never seen the gameplay for this game. So I was new, and I played on normal, wish I'd played on hard. I guess it was a good decision then. But like, let's see, broken e-handbook.
Well, Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Okay, so we've eliminated 2. Whoa, okay, we don't need you swearing on here. Alright, it's fine. It's not card reader. Is it broken handbook? I need more time. I need more time. Where are these things? Look at that aim.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken,
It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. Is it broken your handbook?
Well, my goddamn handbook works.
I'm not sure where the logic in that one is, to be honest. I just wanted to get him to show his handbook.
Right now. Is it really yours?
Oh.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Whoa.
The handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually worked.
I was saying this earlier. How do we know it's Leon's that was there?
He took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
But brute force could destroy is what you're saying.
the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean
How many
that the
people knew about this
Mondo
handbook
has
stash,
right
man?
now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says
We
it
discussed
only
this
has a
earlier,
handbook?
Aoi. Get with it.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
What, they're a dead student
It's
now.
kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting.
They really need to clarify what loaning and borrowing
that
is.
exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
But now no one's gonna
Mondo,
do it.
If I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
No rules about borrowing,
I'm
only
happy to
about
admit I
loaning.
made a mistake.
They're basically like similar things. If I loan something to you, you're borrowing it from me. Like, whoa, Mondo, shut up.
Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong!
Are you gonna have another 1v1 against your Takuma?
Then why don't we look back on this case one more time?
Oh yeah, but then you would be breaking the rules. I would be fine. It's just like, if you say you're loaning, you're in trouble. If you say you're borrowing, you're fine. If you say you're killing someone, that's bad. But if you say you're removing their life trial, oh, it's fine, you're good. Well, why don't we just get
everything will become clear.
Mondo to show us his... We don't need to do this. Kyoko, interrupt him. We don't need to do this. Just get Mondo to show us his notebook. It's not that hard. Oh, look at Chiro. So happy. Oh, look at Celeste. So mad. Hyojo. Omae wa mou shinneu. Nani? Okay, let's actually get back to this. So what could be here? The thing slipping out of the duffel bag. There. Okay, so then we go. Bye bye. I don't know what that says. Locker room. And then we have in. Well, I need to do 2 in a row. Oh my days. 2 people in a loan situation, the lender and the borrower. The borrower has not broken the rules, but the loaner has. But if the loaner is dead, then they are no longer students, so there is nobody to punish. I guess it's such a, like, what's it called, like a dodgy thing. Like, come on now. Are you having a laugh? It's such a... Even Monokuma knows it's a grey area, man. Who is this? Oh, that's Byakuya. What do I put here? Do I put this opening the door? Is that seriously what it's going to be? Oh my, there's so much. Look at those games. Oh, I'm so tired. Ah, well, did you know? The weather outside is actually nice today. I can't see it because there's stuff over the doors, but why is this back? So they're bringing back stuff from other cases as well. Clicking on the question marks gives you some clues, I think. The weapon the killer used was... Okay. Thank you. I think I was... Well, why would I put that there? He's clearly not... That goes there. don't want to. I want to see the hint. As the murder took place on Bloodsport. So you're saying this goes here, even though the murder hadn't yet happened, and then the poster goes there. How? What? It don't make sense to me yet, but we'll see what happens. Okay, anyway, moving swiftly onwards. Why did I do that? Why did I kill you? Oh, I'm rolling up the mats. I have to move this place. I need coordination to disguise the truth. Okay, so this is the poster then. Which one's the taking down of the poster? That one. And then is this putting in the other room? Yeah, it is. I didn't really want to use the clues, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh no. That means this one over here is not right. Unless they're allowing you to have the exact same thing. Which I don't think they would. There's something everyone has that you need to get into the locker rooms. Remove that for a second. Which locker room did Chihiro get into? Oh boy. Oh, I didn't see that one. I'm so blind. I would have died already, honestly. Okay, so we move up. Got the handbook. What is this? Killer took something from the other locker room and switched to the scene of the crime. Cool. Is that what you wanted? Yeah. Oh, I'm so exhausted. Bam, gotta put all of this here. This did not look like a convincing incident, honestly. Oh, my name's Byakuya. I don't know why I'm here. Don't know how I got into. I don't know whose handbook I stole to get in here. Look at me, you know. I'm grinning. I know what I'm here to do. I'm gonna put a card here. Yeah. See, I told you. I'm gonna put a card here. I'm gonna tie you up. Because, you know, I'm just like that. I'm gonna frame Genocide Chill. What did he use to disguise what happened? Does that go there? I think it does. Because otherwise there's no footage of him writing. Yeah, so I did that. So now I'm in the pool. This is Mondo here on the scene. Where did they go? They go to the sauna. Is that the sauna? It doesn't look like a sauna, but I don't think it can be anything else. I have no idea. And then at the end, when the handbook got thrown into the sauna, what happened to it? Well, I'm gonna, like, explode now. Let's reenact, and let's get a fail as soon as possible.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
I see you. What is that? What is that?
Tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
That's such a menacing tile of Celeste's eyes.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out.
I can't read that.
Even
I don't know
though
what
it was
says.
officially nighttime.
Well, still go get those gains at nighttime. Gains all the time.
The boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Apparently, see? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I just saw my heart. Oh no. Something everyone has that you need to get into the locker room, which is a key card. Was it the one I originally moved? I swear if it's that. There's no way it's that. How is it that? Bye bye. Afterwards.
With bag in hand.
Okay.
She made her way to the locker. But how could the victim?
So there is two of that. Okay. I got scared because I saw that.
Because she was really a key. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
See, e-handbook, the first two letters backwards is H-E, he. It was telling you that the whole time. Are you ready to get those midnight gains?
And the person he met was the one who killed him.
No, I wasn't. I don't do that just yet. Oh, such exhausting. You know the weather outside? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I've got one chance. I've got one chance to make this right. The weapon the killer used was... So he was lifting. and then he went to do that. Then blood got there on the poster. He took that down, put it into the girls' locker room, put the poster up. I don't have the carpet being put down, do I? No, I don't. Can we clutch this up in the last second? Please bring the cords. This is the one I don't know. I'm not sure about that. On Byakuya I haven't seen, what did he use to disguise what had happened? Where's the... So that looks like that. So that means that we're not going to have the same. It's going to have to be that. That looks like the sauna. That's as sauna gets, let's be honest. Wait a second. It has to be this, right? I don't know, did he bring the dumbbell? No. I'm gonna die. I know I am. Oh my days, I'm screwed. Oh, how are you doing?
He met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
I just said I'm not doing the killing yet. You wanna know how to get those midnight games? Oh, it was such a tiring day today. Midnight game time.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell.
Oh, he was such a worker, you know? I saw Celeste on the way here. Celeste was wondering what I'm doing. I don't know if he finds out about the midnight game session.
And attacked him.
Slap.
And that's
Gets
where
everywhere.
the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Good. What did I do that for? No, I gotta do this. Oh, why did I do this? No, wait, my midnight games.
The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Yeah, why? There's no need. Ah, now I gotta move everything.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet.
Ah, I wish I knew how to do housework earlier. I don't even know how to roll up a carpet. How am I gonna get in here?
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
I have this handbook. Wow.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall.
For some odd reason.
Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Monokuma's gonna have to fix that. Ah, now I know how to put a poster up.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
Okay, it's got to work getting those gains.
They changed the layout of the boys and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
My name's Byakuya Tagami, and I'm here to ruin everybody's perceptions.
But no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Almost helping the person escape. Dun.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
Getting those midnight gains. Come on, please.
Use the cord
Please,
to string up
I really want it to be correct. Yes! Let's go!
Then, using the victim's
Oh my days.
he left
My name's Byakuya, and I'm an excellent artist. I can write perfectly.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Never any doubt. Not at all. Professional on the game right now.
And around the same time that Byakuya was
Oh, I'm vibing now, I'm vibing. Imagine this last one is wrong.
the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings.
You know, getting those midnight games, it's really tiring. You gotta go to the sauna as a last warm down session. Whoa. Why is he grin? Imagine the killer coming back and seeing you making the crime scene weird.
Was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
That would be such a... What do you even do in that situation? Like, you come back, because, I don't know, you can't sleep or something stupid, and you just see Byakuya Tagami, and then you just look at each other like... Because Byakuya now knows it's you who did it, or you're just a weirdo, if it was Hifumi, for example.
And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
Imagine if the person throwing the handbook was Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star. What would have happened then? I can't read all of those sound effects. We could have, like, before we even done that, we could have just got him to show us his handbook first. Like, it's conclusive evidence. Oh, they're leaving the conclusive evidence for the end part. Oh my days.
Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof.
Ow! Bit my mouth. Where's the evidence? You need evidence. You can't say anything without evidence. Stupid, 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 stupid.
You can't pin any of this on him.
That's what Leon Kawada said. Thank you. A new element to the thing that I struggled to do last time. Oh, if I fail on this, I'm dead. Yes, I want to hear more. I don't know what I'm doing. Fever time and nega time. Okay. Quite Ugly One Morning by Christopher Brookmeyer opens with an assassination gone wrong. Killer decides that if there is going to be evidence left on the crime scene, they might as well go ham and set to making the crime scene as bizarre as possible. I guess we know what books Byakuya Tagami's been reading then. Oh no, it's been skipping the thing. Oh no. Luckily I have a transcript. Okay. During a bullet time battle, if you press the RB button, Fever Time will activate and the temple will be forced. Why would you ever want to do that? At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push AY, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal response. Okay. This only lasts until your focus card runs out, so making the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access special time, right? So you've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the battle time ballot, the temple marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point... No, never mind, I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Surprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. Well then, good luck and have fun! Well, I'm a musician, so if it's actually going at the right rhythm, of course it's against Kiyotake Ishimaru.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong.
It's a bit off beat, but
I refute you.
I can work with this. Oh, we went tempo up.
I won't listen.
This is so off time.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence.
Look at me. This is a musician's game.
I won't listen. I refute you.
I forgot to
False.
I forgot to You dirty player, Kiyotake Ishimaru! I was doing so good and then I started talking. Yes, I want to give it another shot, of course I do. I'll show you how a musician plays a rhythm game. See, now I won't lose, because I've got all the time in the world. Oh, I was meant to press absolutely. You gotta give the narrator his speech. Narrator's my favourite character in this. I don't like the...
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't
It's so offbeat, it's annoying.
Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
I need to tempo up.
I won't listen.
Oh, look at that comeback. Look at that comeback.
I refuse to vote. I refute you. False.
Hitting it on the 2s and 4s.
Show me some evidence. I won't listen. Show me some evidence.
Final strike.
Show me some evidence.
Without any proof, you can't pin this on in. Can use that focus time. Yeah, I can use that focus time, but I don't need a focus time. Who do I look like? I don't need a focus time. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. We don't need to look at what we're doing, alright? I don't need to see where the rhythm is. I am the rhythm. I am music. I'm the rhythm. Come on now.
Broken handbook with Leon's. In which case,
we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Thank you, Makoto. I would have wished you would have said that about like 10 minutes ago. Come on. We don't gotta do that. What, you admitting?
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
He doesn't need to go to the unnecessary extent. Maybe because he actually has his own handbook. Oh, okay, I still got an A, but I got 1 off 1,000. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you having a laugh? I am not happy. Come on, that's 100. The last time I was up, I should be on 1,000 points and 100 mono coins, but I'm not.
Choice, man. After hearing all that, I got.
At least I still got an A. At least I still got an A. Oh my
Go
days.
ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
He knows when he's done.
Goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
Yotaka, you are outnumbered.
No holding on.
Who are you gonna vote for then?
We've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank. Who will you elect as the blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Dude, I still got the rhythm stuck in my head, man. I could still do it right now if you gave it to me. Mondo Wada. Do. Oh, do I have to voice them? Oh, I have to voice them now. Oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is. So the blackened that killed Chihiro for Yusaki was Mondo Wada. My cables are tied together.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. What did you expect? You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way you can kill someone. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Why did you do it? Yeah, we want to know.
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken our silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
the story of the murder this time is the sad story of 2 men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. I'm not going to fast forward the text, am I? And also, you could have told me that ages ago when I was wondering what button is it. I had to figure out myself. Anyway, there once was a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about it, even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had always taken root deep inside of him, and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Boots, cats, and boots, cats. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, the world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. After all, the key to survivability is adaptability. If you don't adapt, you will not survive. Capiche? Celestia Ludenberg. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of their embarrassing secrets, which of course including Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro could let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The handshell would crack, the arm would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe we can talk about it later, after I try my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to hurt himself to become stronger. Monokuma is your personal trainer. Right. Imagine.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell the person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. It sure was! The biker gang fella had been perfectly clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro would always aspire to. Mondo, maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give me some courage. So he went. I don't think that's the right line. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become stronger, as if Chihiro would have said that. Chihiro don't talk in third person. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that. So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? What did he do? Did what he did? He moved the crime scene so that no one would have found out. You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep it secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the ghost locker room and stealing his handbook, see? And the only reason he didn't get a double win, a win-win for him, was because he mentioned a colour. Don't learn your colours, kids. That was a joke, by the way. Then Mondo did all that he could to keep... the promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? That's not his question. The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trust each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. It wasn't a secret. Possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he did want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? An embarrassing memory. That secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join the gang is in the first place because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother name was Daya Owara. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. Because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. He looks like he's gonna crash, I can't lie. Vroom vroom. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before he knew it, he had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. Peaches and gravy is not a good combination. I don't know who told you that, Monokuma. Don't ever say that again. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, got to gnaw Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Just one time. No matter what. I gotta win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. On the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, he tried to stroke, so it wasn't really Mondo's fault. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, surely that would have just made both of them crash. This isn't Mario Kart where the cars like go bonk them like that. That's not how this works. That's so stupid, Monokuma, and that's so stupid. That's so stupid. I even forgot who made this game, what company made this game. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you, no matter what. You gotta keep the gang together. It's a team, you and me put together. Is it not you and I? It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth. What happened from everyone else in the gang? In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He can never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Dio was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation of what happened. Dio was gonna lose to his brother. Now I remember who that laugh reminds me of. There's a gesture in Simon the Sorcerer 2 niche, but there it is. Is it the same voice actor? I don't know if it could be. I've never heard of that personally, but you'd be surprised at where you find voice actors, honestly. Like, voice actors from Danganronpa are in Miraculous, the Ladybug series that was on like Disney. That's just mad. I'd heard these people before. Dio was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. Absolutely not the same voice actor, not in a million years. Well, you never know who could be playing behind the scenes. Maybe they're part of the Dio, which is the Byakuya family or whatever. Who knows? That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. Stupid. All of these one words, and yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. Again, with this similar scene of pulling out the cards. Stop playing with the cards. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. Well, he didn't really kill him, let's be honest. No matter what, we can't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. Simon is voiced by Chris Barry, for instance, the same guy who plays Lara Croft Butler in the 2001 Tomb Raider movies, and also Rimmer and Gordon Britas. Well, 2001 voice actor voicing a butler. You know that could have been in like Avengers as a background actor. These people end up everywhere and you just don't realize. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, and all would have been for nothing. So that's why I Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness. My throat's filling up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness. And just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, the fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? That was not his voice. Seriously?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why turn this off suddenly? Huh? Because, I mean, you kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I've been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
Saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. Jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, trying to overcome it. It's kind of strength I'd never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me. You making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you...
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something sat in my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to just sit by and let my secret get revealed with everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I just really admire you. Admire your strength.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
right, I am strong. 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 Strong, 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 strong. What song was that? Oh, it's the Pepsi Man theme tune I was singing. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
Whoa! Stronger than Diard! Triad. Don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying on my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down the ground. Hey! I killed him. I killed Chihiro.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been.
Thank you for voicing your own line.
And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo, he was normally so aggressive, so angry. He had that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Gosh darn it. I guess that counts as voicing your line. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. And that's he killed him over every human in cold blood. He can cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. You see hope anywhere in that? Because I sure don't. Whoa, Kiyotaka. Whoa.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but unfortunately I cannot do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. What did Kiyotaka say? Apart from all the swears. Just shut up. Go ahead, say that again, I dare you. Punishing? Forget? Maybe execution? That's what I promised you! Right, the black and red served the peace will be punished!
Ridiculous!
Well, technically, Monokuma disturbed the peace, so I would like to put a technicality in his rules and execute Monokuma. All in favor, say aye. 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 That's all the voices I can remember. Aye. 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 And that's about
Now
everyone.
then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate bike gang eater. Why didn't you voice the rest of that? No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
How long have you been streaming? Said wait! I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Damn.
We couldn't keep the promise we made.
From one man to another. Oh. It's not got enough in it to bottle flip. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Yeah. You're the voice that only happens sometimes. What is this one going to be? Last time it was baseballs. Monokuma has a motorcycle license? And he's even mocking his hair. Mondo, I wouldn't have it. Personally, I would not have it. He's going to become a hamster for a day. The cage of death. Yeah. That was almost perfect. Oh, it's electric. I can't hear the whoa. He's not on the bike. Somehow he fell off in that, like, that was just sad, that bike falling over, jeez Louise. It's time to go. Mondo butter, 2 times the fat. You call him fat? You gonna eat it? I wouldn't recommend eating that, bro. I don't know where that's been. That's such a confusing. Would that even work? Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. I don't think that's how it works. It can't be my brother. For literally like what, a day or something. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly. Feels like yesterday we were just here. Because because we were just here yesterday. Oh, I feel like might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. So loud he stopped the music. At least the voice actor only had to do that once. As Taka said, screams invaded our skulls. We were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. Disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya?
This?
You're completely insane, you know that? The game, one of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
however,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Exactly. I wanted to make the game more interesting because I'm the mastermind. Am I still in frame when I say that? Yeah, I am. Just make sure. What? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. Called it. His voice was calm and motionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing
Well,
to be
I don't
done.
particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, so when I stumbled upon it, I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the cops. You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring that would have been. I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought I would liven things up. All that to liven things up?
See.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the friggin' murder scene?
But...
Damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you'd have been dead too, right? Well, then he would have just told us the truth. Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before I reached that point. Of course. Yakutan looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes gazing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone who never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. Makoto, run!
Correct.
Stick with someone for the rest of this game. Please! Otherwise you're gone, my guy. So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
you...
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this is punishment, this is despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself. New music?
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform the whole to despair. What do you mean? Me? Yes, you're that. Me? Me. Me. Good grief, I don't understand why I have to pick apart this little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm gonna stand alone as a victor, and everything will be revealed to me. The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up, I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're next. I'm going to find you and kill you.
In the name of my family.
Wait, I need to do that with a more... I think it's Terminator. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? The name of the Togami family, which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled
So
up.
cool! It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mouth for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Ooh, temper, tiny temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. That counts as voice in your line. More like Liam Neeson in Taken, right? I'm so clueless sometimes on some stuff, and that's one. I don't know where the phrase came from. I said Terminator, I took a random stab in the dark. The voices really do your throat sometimes. Monokuma's left appeared across the courtroom and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mon. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst friend despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. What? All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Is that the end of the chapter? Because we've crossed the 2-hour limit.
Well,
We stood
anyway,
blackened.
like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good
Look at the
spot.
CCTV.
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
There's no girl that has killed someone.
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any
Is that foreshadowing that the
stopping it.
next case
Fear and
is
despair
a girl killing?
charge
I'm taking it.
forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting.
So is there someone hiding among
okay?
us? Sorry, I wasn't meant to say among us, but
After
there is
all,
someone hiding among us, isn't
what
there?
everyone wants to see.
Who is everyone? You? Well, let's try and introduce what voice I should do for this guy. Since it's a girl that's going to be killing next case, and this person meant to make everything interesting, they're going to be killing next case, so we'll give them a higher voice. I don't like doing higher voices. There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my, you really took me
16th
by
high.
surprise.
So that's why there are 16 pews
I
and
know
whatever.
I said you could ask anything, but...
Did you say you could ask anything? You didn't say it, but okay.
Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
So he's gonna make something interesting by introducing a 16th student. Is this person? No, this person can't be the 16th student, right? Because otherwise they'd be like asking, alright, who am I? So that's not it. Does that mean there's 2 people we've got to be aware of?
Nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Shh, I won't have it. Mystery person, I won't have it. He just said you're not a friend. Just said you're not a friend. I won't have it. Left, right, you'd be saying goodnight, but anyways. Boy's life of despair. So we've had 2 boys, yeah. It's gonna be a girl killer next time, surely. It has to be. Question mark? You just told me there's 16 people, and you're telling me there's still 10 people left. You received a crazy diamond. Why am I picking up their remains? Like, come on now. I think that's a chill way to end it. I was meant to like stop streaming. Like, okay, shut up. Okay, we're saving, we're leaving. That will be it for this stream. I planned to go till 2 o'clock, but you know I had to finish the trial. I wanted to do that. Any unsaved progress will be lost. Well, I'm pretty sure I just saved it. I can't do it right now, I've forgotten how it goes. Anyways, look who's on the screen. It's Mondo Awada. It's like he's trying to tell something. Fine, I'll do the stream. I'll do the stream ending in his voice. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!